So we have something called rules. Everybody has rules. So I'm going to give you a little formula. This is the formula. Your thoughts will lead to feelings, will lead to action, will equal results. So your thoughts, I have a thought that will lead me to feel an emotion to either do something or not to do something. That will lead me to act upon it or not act upon it, and it will produce a result. Now the question is, what makes me think? Well, how do I start thinking? And that comes to the word P, which is programming. So if you think about it, when you're a newborn baby, you are a brand new Apple Mac PC, Apple Mac computer, with the basic operating system, which is you eat and you poo. And that's it, pretty much. And then what happens is, as you get older, you get told what to do. Don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And the child grows up with programming that happens between what they see, what they hear, what they taste, what they touch, what they smell. Your five senses. So information gets pushed into these senses. The information goes into your brain. You give it a label called an experience, and that label goes into the filing system. So now, if you're going through, for example, lots of chaos in your life, or lots of great things in your life, let's say you started a business and you're doing phenomenally well. It just means that your programming that you have received up to date is so reinforcing that you are going to go through that programming. So if you're, for example, someone that's going through a tough relationship, it means that your programming of relationships is not in the right state. For example, somebody will say to me, he will never change, or she will never change. Now, if I have that as a program, men never change, or women never change, what kind of thoughts can I have about that? No matter what I do, nothing is good enough. How will that make me feel? Like crap. And how will I act upon that? I'll be angry. So all the programming you've got, now you want to be a millionaire. People say the secret millionaire blueprint. How do you devise a secret millionaire blueprint? It's exactly the same way as you devise a secret parenting blueprint, or a secret lover's blueprint, or a secret relationship blueprint. It means that you have to identify your past programming of what you feel about money, what you feel about love, what you feel about relationships. And then you're going to think about, what do you think about all day long on a daily basis? Now people say to me, I want to make 10 crores a month. And I say, how much are you making right now? And he says, I'm making 10,000 rupees a month. And is that unrealistic? Maybe, maybe not. But the brain's going to say, yeah, right. You've never made 10 crores in your lifetime, let alone you want to make it a month. So what did that do? That would now lead your brain to give you negative thoughts, saying it's hard, it's impossible, don't do it. Give you bad feelings, and then you'll blame people and say it didn't work for me. So the key factor lies here. That's why if you have children, should you be disciplined with your children? Yes. Hell yes. But the discipline should be in such a way that those kids are able to stand on their own 2 feet. I'll give you a story. I remember when I went to America to study. So I was all this brave guy. I want to say to my dad, I'm going to America. You pay for the fees. I will pay for the rest. So I had about $1,500 on me, $2,000, and my dad paid for my fees. So I landed in Los Angeles thinking, you know what, I'm going to show my dad how to do this. And when I landed in Los Angeles, I look in the newspapers for accommodation, and the deposit alone was $2,500, $3,000. So I've got nowhere to live. So I'm now thinking to myself, you know what? I rang my dad up and I said to my dad, look, I've got a bit of trouble, I need some money. He goes, for what? I said, I don't have enough money to pay for the house. He goes, what are you asking me for? Your problem. I'm your son. He goes, not my problem. You wanted to go to America? Deal with it. So now I'm thinking to myself, at that time, I was so angry that why is my dad not supporting me? Why is he not supporting me? Why? And I thought to myself, you know what? I'm going to show him. So I stayed at the Los Angeles airport for 3 days, and I found an ad in a newspaper that says au pair wanted and for home help. So when I went to that place, it was a big house in Beverly Hills, beautiful mansion, and I could get a job to take care of children and to do some gardening and la 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 la. So I now go to this Beverly Hills house. I'm now living in a Beverly Hills mansion, working as an au pair. So I'm thinking to myself, really good. So I rang my dad up and he said, where are you living? I said, I'm living in Beverly Hills. He goes, how the hell did you end up in Beverly Hills? I said, oh, don't worry about it. I worked really hard. I made a lot of money and I'm doing really well. Right? Then I think to myself, I'm living in Westwood, right? I mean, my college was in Westwood. So I'm now thinking, how do I go from Beverly Hills to Westwood? I don't have a car. And if you've been to Los Angeles, the public transportation system is disgusting. It's really bad. So I'm now thinking, how do I get myself a car? So I have a thought. I can't afford a car right now because I didn't have the money. But I've got to show my dad that I have a nice car. So where do I get a good car from? So I thought, let me go to a car garage and see if I can get a job. So I go to a car showroom and I meet this guy. He's a Syrian Christian man, I remember him. I said to him, look, I want to get a job. He goes, what do you want to do? I said, I'll clean the cars, I'll do whatever. But I need a car to drive around. He goes, look, I've got 200 cars in this showroom. Take any car you want. If it's not sold, take it. Now I'm living in a Beverly Hills mansion and I'm driving a brand new car every week. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, this now gives me a great feeling. I take action. Now at that moment, because now I look at it positively, I could have held that resentment against my father, saying, why did you not help? But luckily for me, the programming went the other way. Another example, when I went to university in Sheffield in the UK, I was renting an accommodation. So I decided that I would buy a house. Because I worked out that my rent was equivalent to me paying a monthly EMI. So I borrowed some money off my dad, £2,000-3,000, and I put a deposit, and I managed to get a home loan. So now what I did, I kept one room for myself, and I converted the rooms into 4 bedrooms, and now I'm a rich student because I'm getting rental income. Of course, when you're rich and you make money quickly, you also spend money quickly. So after a period of 6-7 months of income coming in, I have not paid any of the home loan off. I get a love letter from the bank saying, dear Mr. Khan, you've not paid your mortgage, therefore, please kindly hand over the keys if you don't pay by this time. So I ring my dad up. I said, Dad, I need your help. He goes, what? I said, look, I don't have money to pay for the loan. But he said, you've rented the house. I said, yeah, but I spent it. And he goes to me, your problem. I'm thinking to myself, what kind of man do I have? He's not even supporting me. So I said to myself, I'm going to show you. So anyway, I made money. I made money by doing all odd jobs. And I came back to my dad and I said to him, you know what? I've made the money. And he goes, I knew you would do it. I said, how would you know that? He goes, you're my son. Right? So either way, I'm done. But at that moment, my programming was, you know what? What is my dad trying to do? He's trying to make me stand on my own 2 feet. But it could have been, you know what? His dad is helping him and his dad is helping him. Why isn't my dad helping me? Let's assume I took that. If I had taken that as being angry, what kind of thoughts would I have against my father? No matter what he did, I would not be happy. What kind of feelings would I have? And what kind of actions would I take? And what kind of result will I get? So your programming of your past, any experience you have in the past is going to predict your future experience. So for example, if when I was 19, I'm broke, I have no money, I'm uneducated, so to speak, and how can it change in 2 years that I start making a fortune? Because what changed is I changed my thoughts. And how did I do that? I got rid of my programming. I went and discovered every single person I could find that's been successful. Anybody I would find. I would have a dictaphone in my hand. I was obsessed. I would meet people, I would record my conversations with everybody I met. So what made you successful? What made you successful? How are you a successful parent? How are you good at, how do you do this? How do you do that? So my mind started thinking, how do I find ways of becoming successful? And all of a sudden, because I reprogrammed myself, my thoughts changed and therefore results occur.